Long-forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict.
Fuck that bitch. Like on the hub, and then we listen to her.
She wants him back in the bed right now. All the time I've spent here. She now when it comes to the chamber, he doesn't realize it is nightfall. You're interested in characters, they're more like a chamber. What's going on? Listen, man, you can see on the news.
For somebody who fights all the time, she got too much of a beautiful face. That's the only thing I didn't understand about Tifa. She should have like a real nice ass body, but like an ugly ass face from getting pounded on.
Oh no, man.
Now, if this is similar to the original game, that old man is going to send us and the dog or whatever into like a hidden cave or something around here somewhere, so the dog could like grow as a human being or grow and become a man, because his father is at the end of that cave and he's frozen in stone or some shit. He needs to learn the truth. But that dog's father went up on top of one of those cliffs or whatever and used like Dragon Ball Z powers to fucking knock a comet out of the sky that was gonna hit the world, but it turned him to stone. And for some reason, the dog thinks that his father was a coward and is a fucking I don't know how to explain it. His now we gotta deal with this bullshit.
With our great mother, for the flag is an extension of us, and we are theirs. As such, some savor like grains of sand on the beach.
There's Puss in Boots right there, Antonio Banderas.
Life trying to prove them wrong. But you can't help feeling pretty ministry.
There's Antonio down there. These people abducted Aerith. They won't even let me talk to her.
Damn.
So as we reach out to inform us, it is that which comes from beyond the confines of this world. That which disrupts the natural order.
I pray these souls do not lose
What the
their way.
fuck?
And so I would you, dear children, to join hands and come together. United, we shall never succumb to fear.
Look at them. Just like us that day. Me, Mom, and Dad. If only we could do that. Never mind.
I'll lend an ear.
Whenever I think about my mom, but when it comes to my dad, sorry, I can't. Still not ready.
See? He thinks his father is a coward for some reason. I never understood why.
I had the pleasure. Said it was presumptuous of me to think, gee, this is so what? We sit here.
What do you want to do?
Not nothing. Maybe it's time for some good old-fashioned introspection.
They were young,
Not nothing.
but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within them with boundless love for her children. She serves as both cradle and crucible. When our journey ends and our return is ordained,
They took her. They won't give her back. They took that stupid bitch. Speak with the others.
Did I sound as awkward?
I'm coughing because I'm dying, and that's why everybody should click on the link.
Never been that good with words, as you know.
We're just two peas in a pod, aren't we?
Put your fish in our plate.
What did you all think of the River of Light? Or whatever it
She's lucky that I didn't. She got a skirt on.
tourists to the
You
Vale
see?
as of late.
She lucky. She lucky she ain't get thrown right in the bush.
It was. Some claim they were even
Put it in the bush, in the bush.
It's an overwhelming report that ever since the times have been said to ensure the human soul is no small feat.
Then, like, as I would have, you know what I mean? Like, I would have been like, hey, let's go over here. Put her ass right in the bush and lifted the skirt off. But then my arm and my hand would have came out the bush and pulled Yuffie into the bush. After I was already in there with fucking Aerith or whatever, my long ass arm would have came out the bush and just pulled her in from afar. Like Mr. Fantastic.
What a beautiful thing it is to travel the world. I only wish that I had been afforded the opportunity to do so sooner.
Yeah, Reed Richards. They call this the Reed Rich or whatever. The Rich Reed right there. Hit him with the Rich. They hit that bitch with the Richard Reed or whatever. Can't even keep a straight face. It's like if if your shit was mad long, it's about to hit that bitch with the Reed Rich or whatever, the Richard. Like in a rap, make a rap out of it. So I'm gonna hit that bitch with the long Reed Rich. Or something. Who we hear? Yuffie the Muffy or whatever, Muff the Yuff or whatever, Yuff that Muff.
You know about... That's crazy you know about that.
So the white letters are what it is, what it does. The yellow letters are what kills it. And then on the right, that's its powers.
So we feel like taking over. I'm gonna hang back.
The fuck is that? Obsessed. I think I've seen one of them yet. Oh, I saw 8 of them.
On my way. Thanks.
Didn't do nothing. So some attacks have a range. So this is a ranged attack. So it tells you the little words at the bottom, but they're kind of hard to read. It says Red and Kate leap into the air. It temporarily gains unlimited magic. So his name's Kate Sith or whatever. So I think fucking I don't know which one is Kate and which one is Sith or whatever, but they're both artificial beings. One is like a stuffed animal that is like a fucking animatronic, like Five Nights at Freddy's or something. And then the other one is like a fucking laboratory created fucking being. like the little cat, and they're both being controlled by somebody in Shinra Tower. That's the big city from Part 1 remake. At the end of the game, you gotta go through that big ass building. They're being controlled by somebody in an office building.
Don't take it personally. Alright? Ready?
She can clone herself like Naruto. And she got the opposite sexy jutsu where she's like a freezer pop. You know how Naruto, you do the sexy jutsu or whatever? You know, yeah, Yuffie could probably do it, but it's a guy that pops up. It looks like one of the freezer pops. She uses it to confuse female opponents. So I wanted to buy this game, but I don't want to pay $9 for it. I only want to pay $2. And the Freezer Pop game remind me of it. Because it's the same type of game, but it don't have anything to do with that though. This one's called the Cat President. It's literally the Cat President. And it's like, you gotta help choose what cat is gonna be the president. Like for example, it's real pictures. So it'll show like a cat. And then it'll say, this is Nom Nom's. He was rescued from a tree when he was a kitten by the fire department. So you should probably vote for him. Alright, then it'll say this is this one is Dr. Nibbles. So Dr. Nibbles said that he was raised in a cancer ward for children at a hospital, but he lied about it. So you should vote for Nom Nom or whatever, who was rescued from a tree by the fire department. There's a whole game like that. It's in the PlayStation Store. It's called Cat President. I actually wanted to play that. I messaged the developers on social media because they're making a part 2. I told them if they send me a redemption code for part 2, I promise I'll live stream the whole game. Like multiple times.
Just earlier I saw a Cat Syndicate game.
What the fuck?
Cat President. Then they got Thunderpaw. Thunderpaw, he's like the Donald Trump of the cat world. Nobody don't want to like Thunderpaw. Don't vote for him. It's Thunderpaw, he's like a fat cat if he got like hair on his head that look like Donald Trump. And then they got another cat, forget what, it's not a cat, it's a chihuahua. But it thinks it's a cat. You know?
Yeah.
So he's running for president too. It's a chihuahua that thinks it's a cat. I wonder if you could teach a chihuahua to like be a cat. Like it just uses a glitter box. Then like those hairless cats, like Beerus, them hairless cats, I heard they're extremely difficult to take care of because you gotta like wipe special oil on their skin and shit. You know, that keep them healthy. Uh-oh, Yuffie died.
Uh-oh.
Not everyone makes it. I learned that one when I watched all my friends die. Not everybody makes it. In fact, almost nobody. Why won't this fucking thing die?
Okay, back to it. Who's up for a bite? You did all right
Hey.
there.
Get ready. Time to spark it.
Alright.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
So that bomb, it says bomb, that's a Magic the Gathering card too, because they got, remember, they got every Magic the Gathering, Final Fantasy. They even got just regular Magic the Gathering that don't have nothing to do with nothing. Like the cards that said Lorwyn in my video. If we go back and check out some of my videos one day, the one that said Lorwyn, that's just regular Magic the Gathering cards. And the other one that said Strixhaven from like a few weeks ago, that's like regular Magic the Gathering cards. But then you had the other packs like Ninja Turtles, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Spider-Man. Oh well. Now I'll beat him right now, quick as hell. I'm not gonna play with him anymore. We're using the strongest people we got, and that's that.
As good as dead.
Getting out of this one alive.
Any last words?
So they got a cartoon movie called Planet Hulk. It's really good. It's violent as hell too. For like a cartoon movie, it's awful violent. You know, with a lot of fighting and blood and shit. Tons of people get killed in that shit.
I might gotta watch that.
Yeah, they did have it for free on Tubi for a while. They might have it for free on YouTube. or you could probably find it on any website, but yeah, it's really good. They also got another one called Hulk vs. Wolverine. That's a cartoon movie. That got Deadpool in it.
I watched them now.
They got a bunch of Hulk movies. They got Hulk vs. Thor. That's a movie. Hulk vs. Thor. These are animated movies. They got another one called The Death of Superman. A buddy of mine, he let his kid watch The Death of Superman, and he made his kid cry. That's why he got rid of it. They got two of them. It's The Death of Superman, and then The Death and Rebirth of Superman. There's two separate movies. Because when he comes back to life, he comes back to life with long hair, like a Super Saiyan 3 or whatever. Or like he's Bon Jovi or somebody, or fucking Aerosmith. He got long hair like a rock star when Superman came back to life. As they said, his hair kept growing when he was in stasis. Like, here's Superman never died. Doomsday beat him up, and when a Kryptonian who's affected by the sun and gains the powers of Superman, when they get really hurt, they go into a coma. And their version of the coma is everything stops. Like they're dead, but they weren't dead. They're like in a form of self-stasis. So when fucking Doomsday beat Superman to death, he wasn't really dead. And a bunch of robots came and took Superman's body and entombed him in the Fortress of Solitude, which is like where all the fucking snow is at, Antarctica. So by the time he broke out of his tomb, when he regenerated himself, he had long hair because his shit was still growing. Because Superman cuts his hair and shaves his face. And shaves his mustache. You know, Superman would have a mustache and a beard and long hair. He shaves his face. Like, because there's been times, like, there was this one episode of the Justice League, fucking Superman got trapped in caveman times with no power somehow. And he lived in caveman times for like a year or some shit. When they finally came to get him, he had like fucking, he was looking like Tarzan with a beard and shit. Like all the toughest superheroes, they all had to go back to ancient times and live for a year or two. Like when Batman got killed, he never got killed. Like Darkseid hit him with an Omega Beam. That erases whatever it hits. There's like no coming back from that. So what they did, they said when that shit hit Batman, when Darkseid hit him with the laser blast, that shit teleported his ass backwards in time. It didn't fucking erase him. They say you can never erase Batman. If you're trying to erase Batman, all it'll do is make him appear back in time, where he could create himself again. So Batman appeared in caveman times, and he created a caveman tribe that worship bats. That way in the future, people would discover cave paintings and artifacts of bats and shit, and eventually Batman will be created and he will be able to go back in time or whatever. So he created his own existence or whatever off that. Batman could bench press 2,000 pounds, which no human in real life could do, I don't think. That's a ton. You can't bench press a ton. You gotta look like that dude from fucking the guy from Game of Thrones. What was his name? Halfdor Olenson or some shit. The world's strongest man or something. He don't even bench press 2,000 pounds.
Why?
So Marvel's reality, like Marvel's comic book world, is the same size as the Earth. Most of their stories take place in New York City. It's all real places 90% of the time. But the thing about DC's world, everything's different. It's not New York City, it's Metropolis. It's not California, it's West City. Isn't Flash from Star City? Who's from Star City? Flash, probably, right? You get what I mean? So here's the thing. Here's the thing about the DC universe. It's 25% bigger than the normal Earth. Because yes, there's a New York City, yes, there's a Chicago, but there's also a Gotham. You get what I mean? So you take all the fake cities and you add them to the real world, and then that's how big the DC world is. Like instead of having Iraq, they got Kandak, where Black Adam's from, but they do got an Iraq. So it's like they got everything we got plus the fake places. Like imagine if Earth had Metropolis, Earth had Gotham, but it still had everything else. That's why DC's Earth is 25% bigger than Marvel's Earth. Korg is that rock dude who's chilling with Thor in the movie. They're playing Call of Duty.
I remember him.
That's Korg. Now in the comic books, he teamed up with Hulk or whatever. Like Hulk got sent to another world. Earth betrayed him. They didn't want him no more. But the world was so harsh that he couldn't even exist as Bruce Banner. He had to stay Hulk 24/7. And in order to be the Hulk, you gotta be mad. So he had to stay in rage mode 24/7 for a long, long time. He even had a kid on the other world, and he became the king of the other world. Well, one of his people was Korg, that rock dude. And him and fucking Korg went back to Earth or whatever and started beating the shit out of people because of what they did to the Hulk. It's a whole story. It's called Planet Hulk. Then all the superheroes had to fight the Hulk or whatever. The Sentry. I don't know if you know who the Sentry is. That's the Superman of the Marvel Universe. He's like a Super Saiyan. Like him and Doctor Strange had to team up. Like they had to use a satellite from outer space to hit Hulk with a laser blast. Marvel Superman had to come through and do battle with him. Then Doctor Strange had to like turn into like some weird fucking monster and fight him Dragon Ball Z style. And then they finally beat him. After all that. Took the satellite, hitting him with the laser blast. The fake Superman fighting him, and then Doctor Strange having a Dragon Ball Z battle with him in order to take him down.
Yeah, I've known about Sentry for a long time. They put him in the Thunderbolts movie.
So did we lose again? Is this another one? There's more. Look how many. There's more of them. This one don't have a check by it. I know everything worth knowing about the comic book characters. One character I wish they would use a little more. You know J. Jonah Jameson?
Yeah.
He got a son. And his son is the man wolf. He could turn into a werewolf with white fur.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, now, man wolf, J. Jonah Jameson's son, was abducted by a guy named the High Evolutionary, who was in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the black guy who was torturing the raccoon. Although in the comic books he has a red mask or a red helmet, so you can't see that he's black underneath. I never thought he was white or black. I thought he was a fucking robot. I guess he's a person underneath the fucking hood, a black dude or whatever underneath that shit, the High Evolutionary. Anyway, the High Evolutionary created an alternate Earth on the other side of the sun. And he created a champion for his own Earth. And that was Adam Warlock, the golden god or whatever. He was like the Jesus of the alternate Earth. But he needed a villain. So he literally took fucking J. Jonah's son from our world, the one who could turn into the werewolf, and said, oh, this fucking werewolf dude would be cool to fight fucking... So he was Adam Warlock's arch enemy, and they would fight each other on Counter-Earth, which was created by the High Evolutionary. It's on the other side of the sun. Now, you heard of the Shi'ar Empire? Those are the alien people from the X-Men. Now, they got somebody called the Shi'ar Guard or something like that, the Shi'ar Royal Guard. They got this dude called the Gladiator. He's also a Superman-type guy, but he gets his power from belief in himself and people's belief in him. So he's got a whole galaxy or a whole fucking planetary system of people that believe he's the toughest dude. And somehow that makes him strong. That's his ability. And as long as he thinks he's strong and believes in himself, he's invincible. You get what I mean? So if you could affect his mind somehow, like if a psychic like Jean Grey could put a little bit of doubt in his mind, and then you punch him in his face, he might not think he's the strongest anymore. And if you broadcast that to the whole galaxy, him getting snuffed, maybe for a fleeting moment, a few billion people may not think he's the strongest anymore. You get what I mean? And that's how you take him out. He's called the Guardian. You can even look him up. Just type Marvel, the Guardian. It's going to be a purple-skinned dude with a mohawk. And he's got a Superman outfit on. He's one of the strongest Marvel people. I'll tell you the strongest Marvel people are the Supermen. You got the Sentry. You got the Guardian. You got somebody called Blue Marvel. And then you got another guy called Hyperion. So that's them. They're the strongest ones. Yeah, Hyperion, he's like I don't know, he's from like an alternate reality or alternate timeline or something. But he's basically Superman type dude. He's a Superman guy. But there was like Marvel had their own evil Justice League. But they couldn't call them the Justice League, and they couldn't call them Superman. Because they wanted to prove that the Avengers could beat the Justice League. So Marvel invented their own evil Justice League, and the evil Superman guy was Hyperion. The evil Green Lantern was Dr. Spectrum. The evil Wonder Woman was Power Princess. They're real characters. They're the fake Justice League of Marvel. They're evil. Now, DC has its own evil Justice League. They're called the Crime Syndicate. But that don't have nothing to do with Marvel's evil Justice League, which Hyperion is the leader of. Now, years and years later, after this evil Justice League was defeated and sent back to their world, Hyperion eventually came back to our world and was convinced to be a hero now. You know, so I'm pretty sure Hyperion is a good guy now. But I think like he just lives in human guise. Like he don't like to fight, he don't like to get involved, he's a human being. He walks like Clark Kent. You know what I mean? But Hyperion is there though. Like just like the Sentry. The Sentry walks around as that retarded dude with the blonde hair all the time, but he's there though. Sentry's there, but he don't always be coming around. We gotta kill this fucking thing, alright? We gotta do it quick. Somebody kill this fucking thing, please.
On it.
Here it comes!
Jesus. Thank baby Jesus. The little spider monkey. The little baby Jesus was a little spider monkey because he was clinging to the wise men nonstop.
Just like that, okay?
I would have took baby Jesus and put him on my back like Ice Age.
Interesting.
You know, with the baby on their back. I would have put him on the back like Baby Yoda. I fuck with Baby Yoda. He'd chuck bombs. He'd throw bombs. You know, the Mandalorian, he run around with a little puppet on its back that chucks bombs. Little bomb chucking puppet on his back. It's like it's like a fucking living grenade launcher. You know, he got a live grenade launcher on his back.
Yeah.
That Mandalorian movie was good as hell. That little green puppet monster or whatever, Baby Yoda came to rescue him at the end. Or he made friends with these little gremlin-looking dudes. There's like these. They had a little tiny spaceship that they was flying in, and they came to rescue his ass. They went through the sewer because they was tiny. You know what I mean? Fucking what was his name? Grogu. They had these three. They looked like gremlins from the movie Gremlins. He made friends with three gremlins, and they put a little ass spaceship together, small as hell, like the size of a fucking Volkswagen Beetle. And they was flying that shit to the other world to go get their man or whatever, because they knew Mandalorian was gonna die. So they went there to go save his ass. So he fucking they came out the little pipe and started throwing mad bombs everywhere. And that shit distracted the monster, and the Mandalorian killed the monster off that. He said, "How the fuck you get here?" He's fighting a monster. He's fighting like a big sea monster, like in a pit of like water that was like waist deep. And there's like mad pipes like shooting sludge out of it and shit. And like one of the grates opened up, you know, it looked like a little fucking a thing like with fucking bars on it. That shit popped open, and then like two little gremlins popped out of it throwing bombs with the little green guy. Baby Yoda pop out and the two gremlins. They came out chucking mad bombs. They each had a bag around their neck filled with bombs and shit. It was funny as hell. And like the little gremlin dudes, you don't ever understand what they're saying. Like it shows like subtitles at the bottom of the screen. And they're like talking to the fucking Grogu. They're talking in their own language and shit. That movie had more action in it than almost any movie I ever seen. Like there's not too many, like maybe that Lord of the Rings movie with the 5 armies in it. Like what movie had more? I dare you to go fast forward through the Mandalorian movie. Then I dare you to try to pick a movie that had more action in it. Then tell me about it so I can go watch it.
Nothing personal.
This terrible stuff.
Tentacles everywhere.
I want to say more action, but Mortal Kombat 2 has a lot of action.
Well, there's an animated movie called Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms. And that's the most violent cartoon that I ever seen, and I've seen all of them.
That is?
Specifically Battle of the Realms, because there's 6 or 7 cartoon Mortal Kombat movies. They're all good. But Battle of the Realms is something else. Like that's on another level. Never did all of them. Them Cosmo ones didn't appear yet because we didn't make it through Cosmo yet.
Thanks to you, my archives are filling up with combat data.
They better, you little son of a bitch. He's lucky I don't fuck him up. He's lucky I don't run his pockets.
Cloud,
Have you made any progress lately in the hunt for that proto-relic I mentioned before?
So you keep making the magic,
Don't worry.
I keep keeping you alive.
Pressing matters to attend to. Anyway, just checking in.
So the day you stop making, I saw tell him, so come back here. The day you stop making magic is the day I stop drawing my sword to defend you. Goodbye. So he better keep creating in order to stay safe. That's why he's going to be in the next game. He'll be one of the first people you bump into in the next game. I'll say, here's the tutorial. Here's how you use your spells. Here, I made this new spell for this new game. That shit ain't coming out until about Thanksgiving next year. Be one of the last discs that ever come out. That's the fucking place. Remember I said that old man was gonna send us somewhere? We're being sent. This is called being sent. You ever been sent somewhere? You ever been fed to anything? People are always trying to feed me to shit, like alligators and spiders and shit. People are always trying to feed me to something. Dogs, snapping turtles and shit.
And become a watcher of the veil, that is. I presume you are prepared.
Snap the turtle. That's his name, Snap.
I will also require your assistance in carrying out the trial. Much danger awaits within, and I wish to ensure his safety. When you're ready, simply say
I would have told him, ain't nothing dangerous to me, old man. Do you see the sword? Get out of the way. I would have said, you ever heard of Sephiroth, old man? You're smart. You ever heard of Sephiroth? I'm the guy who defeated him. Look at me, old man. Like you know what? I like games where you can actually roleplay, like in fucking Neverwinter. I would type on the side of the screen to the other players, but I would talk like I was my character, a barbarian. Like I would type, join me, we fight monsters. And they'd be like, why you talk like that? I say, I barbarian, I strong, no smart.
No.
I barbarian, I fight, I strong, no smart. Join me, friend, friend. I barbarian. That's how I get the people to join in Neverwinter. They just join in the barbarian is all.
He turned tail and ran. He was a coward.
So then, you still haven't forgiven me.
There she goes. That's her. From the website.
Which one?
From the website. So you gotta fight ghosts and spiders in here, and there's booby traps. And then you gotta fight like a Native American Indian spirit.
Who's gonna observe?
I'll do it.
That would render the trial meaningless. But if not him...
So when I first played this game, a person who lived in the apartment complex I lived in, like the original game, nobody could afford the game because it was one of the most expensive PS1 games at the time. It was 3 discs. It was like buying 3 games. It was like $100. And not even every place sold it. So he rented the game from the grocery store, believe it or not. The grocery store. They were renting video. You could pay like $5 or $10 and get the game for. He stole it from the grocery store. He said, "Fuck that shit." They never went back to the grocery store. So it's like his fucking his case of the game had like a sticker you can't remove because it was like a silver sticker that is like melted to the fucking case. It says the name of the grocery store. Hold on, somebody responded to my comment on YouTube. Congratulations. Fresh Comic Stories gave me a congratulations again. Because that's my favorite channel. I always watch the comic book channel there. It's my favorite comic book thing. In fact, I'm gonna put them on again right now. Wait a second. Never mind. So some games are up to 90% off. Some of them shovelware games. For people that like free platinums. There's nothing that we don't got. I'm looking for 0. If it says 0, I'll get it. I think we're leveled up all the way. I don't know if there's much more we can level up.
But now we have to do another character, and now it'll be Randall Shire. Now for Randall, we don't know much about his character just yet. The idea that
Let's do it.
You gonna watch my back?
Let's see what the fucking dog got on. What's he got in his pockets?
one of his slaves who has key and outside. The idea that when he came in, he was being controlled by a Taurus. And so it ran on ruin and basically becomes to go ahead and it has to ride. He's more time.
So everybody needs revive and heal, or something like that.
You do.
Fuck it. He's going raw with nothing, because that shit's too confusing for me. Or assess. Somebody gotta assess. Who's on the team right now?
I keep saying ho, ho, ho.
He say ho ho. Yeah, we can give him assess.
The dude calling people hoes.
There's food called ho. Ho is a food. I thought.
I heard about that in a long time.
Ho ho. That's how Santa Claus got so fat.
What is this?
This is a place
So he don't do nothing but eat ho ho.
a place where those who have been sealed away are left to mourn their fates.
You just broke yourself up into another.
I can't take much more.
As if I were way too old to tell me. Look here.
I remember this. We gotta climb on the wall.
Within your power to climb.
Climb the wall, you stupid son of a bitch. Like it's like a song or whatever, like Little John said, climb the wall, climb the wall, climb the wall. Some kind of song or whatever. Alright, so let's do this shit. We're climbing. We're wall climbers. Bunch of fucking wall climbers.
This place is giving me the creeps.
He's a wall climbing. He's one dirty wall climbing, you know what. There they are. Daddy Longlegs.
What? You're saying
Go
you
near him.
managed to make it all the way up here?
Run from the Daddy Longlegs. I would say, how you doing, Daddy Longlegs?
let us proceed.
We're going in circles, ain't we? Jesus Christ. Here we go. Look at all this shit. I ain't here to fight spiders. This isn't the basement. Alright, here we go. They're gonna make us squash them. Time to squash. I hope you like fire. No, they don't like fire at all.
Well, that didn't work. End of the line. Oops. Did I do good or did I do good?
Finger bang. There's a cartoon that's called Major Lazer. It's on YouTube. It's about like a black superhero. He kills people like the Punisher. Major Lazer. And it's like
that show.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like a techno group or something too. It's like some kind of weird musical group as well.
I remember them too.
Who's up for a fight?
Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
Time to climb, Spider-Man.
Where'd you run off to?
The Masked Hour. There's a Magic the Gathering card. It's a cat with a Spider-Man outfit. It says the Masked Hour. Because people, you know how you got the Garfield card? People put all cats in their deck. There's cat decks. We're obviously lost, right? Any ideas?
I feel like you're going the right way eventually.
You know, gotta follow the map. We're not. I instinctually thought we were supposed to climb, but I think we're supposed to go here. If you cut the rope. How the fuck do I do that?
I'll use the bathroom.
Alright.
Now, we see a coverage of this team. Very clever, it's also back. Now, while characters help having to in the last two chapters, but it's also irony to feel like, okay, so when it comes to April, guy, the first chapter, it does sound like his body was possessed. So his first possession has been going on for a long time when we embrace it. If you know somebody who can possibly help him in right now, all these conventions, like Andy and Papa and Captain around me, involving him as down the road. Now, with the Russian Empire, they're very mysterious because they had failed to get the king right. They had those guys.
Damn, that doesn't look good.
Right now, say, that he is trying to out the game. And the reason why he is doing that because there are no images on the market, so there's no way that game is time travel can be connected to harmony in some kind of way. But this leads us into the ending of this chapter where Cable and also Irene, we felt character known as Clarity. Now, being with Clarity, he's constantly watching like so many different TV channels and presentations all over the world. Also, computers as well. He can take everything in. So he would also hire readers that are wanting that Clarity. He would so public to me. Was one of the here's the problem because what he got to talk to Clarity over cable, he's getting attacked by blockade. Right now,
I like controlling the dog. They should make a whole game about him.
I'm bad.
Well, I figured it out. We made it further. Now we're here now. Wherever this is. Time to climb. Took a dive. Alright, here we go.
Got 2 legs here, you know.
I'm funny.
And so for that Della here to make sure that what is the reason why he only is the reason these two different timelines. When you didn't have someone more with it's like now she knows who he is. She realized how important he is. He's probably going to send him back one in time we had a vision.
This should be pretty easy.
Dinner time! Mind if I tag out? I'm gonna hang back.
Don't come back.
I think it's on the right. Oh. Wait, there might be another weapon in that chest.
Hey, where'd you run off to?
Now, Virginia, the bridge is going to where Randall Shires right now, currently, because Virginia, the bridges, we kind of got word that a lot of people is talking, and the name Randall Shires, so it's like, hey, what? Let's go ahead and choose God and make sure we'll protect them. You want that in the hands of, like, you might have some things.
Yeah, fuck this off! What the hell?
Here we go.
That is a key.
It's huge.
Under normal circumstances, I would stress that you mustn't judge a book by its cover. For the Gi, however, they are as fearsome as their appearance implies.
These are the things
They look kind of like one of the enemies from number 16.
Namaki, this shall be your first trial. You are to explore this place. Understand the nature of its history.
Okay, will do.
Seek the relic of our past. Carry it forth and bring the truth to light. Only then shall the path reveal itself unto you.
And again, it's no time to bring that people into the next point. And one or two timelines could be created out of
Memories of war.
Well, if it isn't a key arrow, its point is coated with a poison that rapidly circulates through the body, slowing the wounded until they are...
That we are afraid to not be in place. Like that is now going back in time. Now I want to go ahead and switch back to because you have
This is but a mere bone.
like people have died and so we're actually making sure that
Okay.
Sorry, I haven't slept well.
Right now is that for professional loss, kind of like
A remnant of our struggles, of our desires.
that gene that right now we control some way by grant, but have Kate get back to the same house.
That's cool as hell looking.
I repeat,
On is.
well, you're dying. So now we're able to transition to the next chapter, right? It's finding a new
Get rid of that thing!
Nice.
Slumber.
Don't take it personally, alright? Okay, it's over!
He threw the dog at him.
He did.
Even in death, enduring enmity manifests as such. They who wander in search of retribution.
It that betrays. Whatever the fuck that means. Garfield with 6 arms. Boss Monster Garfield, 1111. Must be a giant. So that Garfield gotta be like the size of the fucking Empire State Building. Or like the size of King Kong in order to be an 1111. There's a King Kong monster, it's not called King Kong. I think it's called like Grun. Or some shit like Grunn. But this Grun card is a 2020. Because listen to what it says. It's a 5/5 that when it comes into play, it gets 5/5. Making it a 10/10, right?
Yeah.
Well, under like if you meet a certain criteria, like if a certain simple criteria is met, his power doubles. So let's get this straight. It's a 5/5 that when you cast it, it gains 5, making it a 10 technically. And then if a certain criteria is met, his power doubles. That's a 20/20. So there's 20/20s that exist that are not even 20/20s on the card. Like when I said only 2 20/20s exist, I meant there's only like 2 monsters that were on a card that said 20/20. You get what I mean? This Grun, whatever the fuck it is, King Kong, Grunn. It's a 5/5. You get what I mean? 5 damage, 5 life, but if you look at it close, it's 20/20. Like, if done right. Because as soon as you put it out, it's 10/10. And then the criteria that you need to meet, I think it just said pay a little extra to cast the card. So let's say you can't cast him to turn 7. Cast him on turn 9. Most games last 20 or 30 turns. You get what I mean? So 2020s, that's one of my favorite green cards. I built a whole deck around them. What you want to do is get the 2020 out, because your life is only 40. What you want to do is get the 2020 out quick as possible. Make it so your opponent can't kill it with a spell. You need something to you want to get the fucking green guy out. You want to get him out quick. Protect him from your enemy's spell, and then swing with him 2 times. You want him to come out powered up and protected from a spell so they can't get rid of him. And then swing with him twice.
Are these altars?
More or less. Your life points are 40. If you put Grunt out and he's a 2020, all he got to do is attack twice. But you need to make it so they can't kill it somehow. So it's going to need to be protected from spells. So it's like you cast Grunt, and then you like before you even cast him, you want to have something that's protecting your creatures from spells. Like your spells should be like spells that protect you from their spells. Like that type of shit. Because remember, the trick is get Grunt out fast and attack with him twice. In order to do that, he's gonna need like some protection. Somehow. You get what I mean. Fuck it, forget I said it. I'm saving the game anyway. So now we're at the dog dungeon. So say hi to the dog dungeon. That's the pound. There's Dog Boy. That's his pet right there. That's his pet.
Once you have cable, information